Coucou les amis, j'ai une petite surprise pour vous à la fin de la vidéo, donc utilisez les sous-titres pour voir ce que je dis en anglais ou en espagnol. Vous pouvez mettre les sous-titres en français et comme ça vous pourrez bien écouter ce que je dis. Et n'oubliez pas, il y a une petite surprise à la fin de la vidéo, donc à plus. Hola a todos, bienvenidos a mi canal. Yo soy Santiago, aquí es donde hablo de las cositas que me gustan y que me llaman la atención. Hoy el vídeo va a ser en inglés, así que si queréis verlo podéis cambiar los subtítulos para que os hagan en español y yo hablo en inglés. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Santiago. Like I said just before, this video is going to be in English, but I wanted to remind you that if you want to see one of my videos in Spanish, you can change the subtitle thingy. So I can't remember the name. So you can actually see it in Spanish, but translated into English. So I'm going to wear these until the 6th of January, because that's how long Christmas lasts here in Spain. Here we have I'm home again. You can see some of them, Rupert, that you already know. And if you want to know about his story, like I did with Rocco on previous video, just let me know. So there's a couple of things I forgot to tell you between and before, just around, let's say around Christmas here in Spain. And this video is going to be about New Year's Eve, because and how we celebrate the New Year, because it's not the same here in Spain that we do in Colombia or in France, or probably you do wherever you live. So before I start with the New Year celebration, there are two things that come between or around Christmas and this day. There's going to be a third video, before I forget, about the Three Kings and the Epiphany that happens in the night between the 5th and the 7th, the 6th, sorry, of January, but that's going to be a later video I'm going to post. I talked about Christmas. Something I forgot to tell you is just before Christmas, on the 22nd of December, here in dog hair. Here in Spain, we have the Christmas lottery. That's like a huge tradition. You buy tickets, you buy participations, you buy, thinking you're gonna get rich. Every year is the same. It's kind of like they force you to buy it. If you don't buy any of the lottery tickets, it's like you're a widow. So it ends up always the same. You don't win anything, or at least sometimes you win the cash back. You spent 20 euros, you get 20 euros back. Some people get more money. Some people get the jackpot, which, well, you know how lottery works. Funny thing is, the 22nd is called in Spain as the Health Day, because we used to say, por lo menos tienen la salud, which means basically at least you're healthy, which it's kind of a second best thing, but we should consider in regards to what's going on lately in the world and what's going on with social health care where we have it, that actually it's not at least, but it should be one thing you could never lose: your health and the security of having your health taken care of. So we tend to forget about that, and honestly, sometimes having health, it's the best prize you can win. This being said, there's another thing that happens after the 24th, 25th, Boxing Day, where you have it. On the 28th of December is what we call the Day of the Saint Innocents, El Día de los Santos Inocentes, which is like April's Fool, but for some reason here in Spain it's on the 28th of December, which is supposedly the day when Herodes. Herodes. I will have to check the spelling of that one. Um, Knowing that the King of Kings was born, decided to kill all the firstborns. So it was a big killing of that appears on the Bible. Um, I'm not really sure of the details of that, and I'm not really sure I can say them. So because sometimes you get um, YouTube or the channels weird. So basically, you know, it's in the Bible. It's a day where, and here it's the day. It's April Fool's Day. It's the day where you get pranked, where everybody's telling jokes, everybody's saying lies, and then they're haha, it's just a joke. Personally, and probably because I'm neurodivergent, I don't understand it. I don't like it, and I don't see the point in it. So it's one day I'm not happy at all, and I try to avoid any Spanish things around it because it's really annoying for me. But I know a lot of people that make fun of it. One of the people I follow on Instagram posted, "Oh, I need to," and that's actually funny. I need to start thinking about me being a grandfather. And I sent the emoji with a head, and he replied to me, "Oh, you've been fooled." And I was like, oh, "Okay, ha ha. Well, at least you already look like a grandfather." Yeah, that's the kind of humor I don't understand. I mean, don't make me go that way. So that's another of the things we have in between. Then we go to New Year's Eve and what's in the program. So basically, I think like everywhere else, you celebrate either with friends, with family. Some people go to houses, guest houses in the countryside so they can party. Some people have people invited at home. Some people get with family. They watch TV or like normal things. There's a couple of things that may be different than what you do at yours. One of them is the 12 grapes that you have to eat or swallow while you get the 12 gongs of the main clock at midnight. So when those gongs go on, you have to swallow. Yeah, because you can't chew them. Uh, well, I'll go to that. So you have to swallow 12 grapes and make 12 wishes. If you don't do that, you're going to be doomed and have bad luck for the rest of the year. That I had to do that. Well, like I said, I was born in Colombia. We came to live in Spain when I was 4. So from when I was 5 years old until I won't say now, that's the tradition we follow. But this being said, when I had enough courage to say no to my parents, I said, I'm not going to do this shit because I can't swallow a grape, and chewing them because of the seeds inside is just disgusting. And then it becomes like a weird paste. You have to swallow, then you choke on them, and not the way you like to choke. And so as soon as I could, I just got rid of that tradition because honestly, it doesn't make any sense. So that's in Spain, but I think you have it some in other places. Let me know in the comments if you celebrate that somewhere else. I know that in Modern Family, Gloria said that that was something they celebrated in Colombia, but I don't think they do that because I can't remember that. There's one thing they do there that I remember was packing a suitcase and dragging the suitcase around the block out just after midnight so that you would travel a lot that year. Another fun tradition, if you like or not. Fireworks, that's everywhere. Here in Spain, it's just awful because here, Mr. and that's Leia, and that's Rocco. Mister gets scared of fireworks, so he just freaks out. Uh, Normally, I have to take care of him. I think for this New Year's Eve, I'm gonna have to drug him, so he gets not quiet, but he doesn't suffer. He's not scared because it's really annoying. Um, so yeah, we have the fireworks, um, and then there's another thing that I don't know if you do that in your countries or where you live. Here, and I've done it a couple of times. It's really fun. We go to the central square of the city or the village or the town where you live, which is normally next to the city hall. And then a lot of people gather. They get cava or champagne and the grapes. And then everybody drinks, everybody sings, everybody has their those things where you blow and it makes a lot of noise. And they go to the town square, and they arrive around 11:30, so that by midnight they're there. They have the gongs of the main clock of the city. They swallow the things, they drink, they celebrate, and then they go out. I've done that a couple of times. It's really fun because you're there to celebrate Happy New Year with a lot of people that you don't know, that you will never know again, never see again. I've done that with my sister a couple of times, with my parents. I think I have pictures with them somewhere. And it's really fun to do if you don't have anything else to do, or if you live close to the town square. But I stopped doing that when people, and I guess everywhere is the same, people get drunk, people get stupid, and they start doing stupid things like throwing bottles in the crowd. People got hurt. So in the end, it was just not such a good thing. Um, there have been lots of New Year's Eve we celebrated here, like going out or at houses of friends. I remember one time with the boyfriend I had back then, we made a huge party in his house. Then people were messing around. They got locked in rooms to do what to celebrate the New Year's Eve. It was a bit annoying. Uh, we've done the going to the town square. We've done one night, I remember I was going out, and because the bars and discotheques open after 1, so that people can do the grapes and las uvas. That's what we call it here in Spain. So they would open everything at 1. So what I did is I don't want to do the celebration on TV and whatever. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go in the shower, get ready. I went there at 5 to midnight, and I came out of the shower about 10 after midnight. So I spent the New Year passing in the shower. I'm gonna have to say that that year was not a showery year or anything, nothing different. There's another tradition we have in Spain is wearing red underwear. Preferably new, but you can wear old underwear, but red. It has to be red. So it's the day where everybody is gonna be like looking for red undies. Um, yeah, it's kind of fun. Lately, I'm not too keen on going out because of what I said earlier. People drink, people get funny, people get violent, people don't know how to drive, and I live 15 minutes away from the big cities, so I don't want to be driving there. Um, so for me, it's gonna be home. We're gonna watch TV. We're gonna celebrate it twice. We're gonna celebrate the Spanish New Year's Eve, which is at our midnight, and then we're gonna probably watch what's going on in London, and we're gonna celebrate the second midnight, and the second New Year's Eve in UK time, because my partner is British. So that's one thing we've done. One year we went to the restaurant. There are restaurants that do Christmas Eve celebrations. There are hotels where you can do that. We've done hotels, we've done with family, we've done restaurants. It's fun. It's however you want to celebrate it. The only difference is, I guess, is that because I remember in Ivory Coast, we went to the hotel with friends. I was very young. Can barely remember because one of them used to torture me, so it was not really funny. When I was in France, well, it was the 12 gongs, Happy New Year, and go back to same thing as usual. You have your wishes for the new year, so nothing different. So that's for how we celebrate here in Spain. I guess it's not very different than many other places. And then I want to say a few words about my 2024. As you know, I got to see Taylor Swift. I got to be a real Swiftie. So that was one of the highlights of 2024. Um, there's been a lot of things going on in the world that we all know about. We don't need to talk about. Let's try to end up in a high and positive note. Hopefully, 2025 is going to be a good year. And one thing I'm talking about 2025 that you will not understand. So I'm going to say it in Spanish. If the translation is good, let me know. If the translation is bad and you want to know what it means, ask me, drop a message, DM me, or however you want to reach. Ask for me what it means when New Year's Eve arrives and it turns into 2025. We will say Feliz 2025, por el culo te la hinco. And that's what we're going to say on New Year's Eve here in Spain. It will only work in Spain. It will only work on 2025 and then again in 2035. But for now, it's the only time we can do that until 10 years from now. So that's what it's all about. I wish you have a happy new year. I wish you all the best for 2025. Have fun, be safe, and be healthy. And I'm going to say that in Spanish and in French also because some people don't use translations. Feliz Año Nuevo. Mis mejores deseos para todos vosotros. Joyeux Noël, joyeux Nouvel An. Mes meilleurs vœux pour 2025. J'espère vous voir, même si vous ne suivez pas ma chaîne parce que c'est pas souvent en français. Il y a les sous-titres, vous pouvez les utiliser. Vous pouvez mettre les sous-titres en français même si la vidéo est en anglais. C'est ce que j'ai dit au début. J'espère que vous êtes venus jusque-là. So, my best wishes. Hopefully, I will see you here next year, and I wish you all the success. And I'm going to say, I hope all your wishes come true, but I know there's some weird people there, so probably not all of them, as long as they're safe and not harming other people. Except, fuck you, Amy. So, you know what I mean. Anyways, Happy New Year. My best wishes. Hope to see you soon. Like and subscribe, and see you next year. Bye. Cheers.